Hi, Bo here from High Tech Investment, and another week has gone by, and that means that once again we have to do the 4-week review of the profit retriever. Basically one we do every single week, where we are looking 4 weeks back to see exactly which currencies, which index, which metals are the ones that are best traded in order to get the highest profit. But as I always mention here, it's a bit more also on the stability. At the end of the day, we don't have any blown accounts. And you could also ask yourself, why are we continuing with these profit retriever reviews every single week? First of all, because people actually like them. We get a lot of comments and details on them because they can figure out themselves. Obviously, of course, the profit retriever is actually working. They can see that every single week. The second part in here is basically that even though there is new EAs similar to what we have on the profit retriever, they should be the improved ones. Well, we have more than 500 days of trading with the profit retriever. We understand it very, very well, and we have seen how it has worked both on the back testing for the live demo testing and also with our real live money. Things are going in the right direction, so why would you throw anything like that away just because you have some new toys in the sandbox here? We are obviously going to make use of all of them, but we know that the profit retriever works. We know how to run it, and we have basically managed to show you that every single week where we do these particular videos. So that's the reason why we continue to do that. There is a certain need for it. And obviously, I also want to inform you that this is not a hoax. There is actually real robots out there that can make you money while you sleep. Profit retriever is definitely one of them, and that's what we're going to have a look at here also today. As usual, we're going to have a look at the top 5 for the week, and more importantly, this is all about the top 10 for the 4 weeks review, looking back exactly what has happened and how it is developing. Now, if we have a closer look at the top 5 EAs here for week 38, we can see that things are back up from last week where it was disappointingly low. Again, still making profit all the time. Now the US number 2 index here, so we have 2 different signals. If you haven't watched this particular video before on the US 30 index, this is the second one. It actually made $845 or 8.4% for the past week. Then we have another index, the Aussie 200 index, going very strong at the moment with $655 or 6.5%. Euro New Zealand is up there as the nice little forex pair, $394 or 3.9%. Another index has also mixed itself into the top 5 pool this week, which is the FTSE 100, $329 or 3.3%. And then we have another one, which we are very used to seeing up here also in the top 5, the Aussie Japanese pair. $200 was made or 2.0%. Total profit for the last week, if you would have traded those 5 results, $2,422 or 4.8%. And that is definitely where we've been for the last many months. We were down to below 2,000 last week. Now it's up again, but obviously we have been used to seeing a lot more. We are hoping that end of September, beginning of October is going to show us a lot more profit going forward. Now you can obviously find a lot more details on our website, and we continue to show you this because every single week when we do these videos, we will have comments from people that didn't really understand what was actually happening, how they could find more details and information. And we always refer back to our website where you can find the last 4 weeks of the top 5 EAs in here. Or you can obviously have a look at the videos where we always have them. But we also have the last 4 videos similar to the video that you are now watching. So also here you'll find more information and documentation. And then we also have the monthly top 5s that basically will show you which ones are the ones that have managed best over long periods of time. Also here we are basically looking 4 months back in order just to give you a bit of an idea of what is happening. And if you want even more details, you simply click the button you have in the middle of the screen here for the profit retriever portfolio overview, and you can now see all 25 of the EA's profit retriever we are trading here in one portfolio. You can go and dissect it one by one if that is what you want, and then below you can actually see also what kind of amount that you should have in depending on what type of trades you want to have. So if we are talking about indexes, metals, or forex pairs, there's a bit of a difference of how much money that is actually needed and requirement to do these things. Now we can go even further down in depth, because we also have all the 25 EAs up individual for FXBlue. All you have to do here is go and have a closer look, click on the individual pairs, and then that will take you over and provide you all the information and details that is required in order to start having a look at the profit retriever, what you want to trade, and exactly how well they have done in the past. So we jumped over to our Excel that we always use in order to show you exactly how well we have done with the individual signals. And for this particular week here, we have again the number 1 to 10 on the left hand side. We have the FXBlue link account also, so you can follow that through Expert Forex. We have last week's results, and obviously we have the individual signals if it's index forex pairs. And then we have week 35 to 38 this particular week here with the total sum and also in the percentage. So you can follow exactly how well they have done. Now the number 1 spot last week was actually the FTSE 100. 101C is the link. And you can see why that is. Gone extremely well in the last couple of weeks. So week 35, 505. The week after, $440, $740, and then week 38 is actually the lowest of them all with $328. But in total sum, $2,014 was actually made, or 20.15%. So definitely it deserves the number 1 position. Now the second one is actually a high jumper. So this is Euro New Zealand in second spot, link 56C. It was number 5 last week, so definitely a very good jump forward. And again, you can see how well it's done in the last couple of weeks. $392, $175, $354, and $393. So also here, there's a very good stability on that particular forex pair at the moment. Cashing in a nice $1,316 or 13.6%. So also up there definitely. And then the race is getting very, very tight for the number 3 spot here also. The US 30 number 2, link 107C, was number 7 last week. Has jumped forward, and again here you can see, because we are talking about indexes, sometimes you will have a week where it's making nothing. So that's what happened in week 35 for the link, and then week 36 made $11. But as I mentioned many times, when it comes back, it definitely cashes in, and you can see week 37, $428, and then week 38 was $844. So making up for lost time, there's no doubt about it, with $1,284 or 12.85% overall in the past 4 weeks. And that's why, again, we mentioned don't have a look at individual days, don't have a look at the individual weeks. Have a look at what we are doing here, where we are going 4 weeks back. It's starting to make a lot more sense which signals are the strong ones, doesn't it? Number 4 position is Aussie Japanese number 2, very strong signal, 109C. So this is the newer of the 2 signals we have here. It was number 2 last week, but basically have given away for a few signals, as you can see. But it is cashing in quite nicely. The lowest thing was actually past week, in week 38. Only $199, but overall still managing $1,204 or 12.05%. So it's still up there with some of the best. And then we have the sister one in the top 5 here, Aussie Japanese, link 98C, was number 6 last week. So just moved slightly ahead. And also here cashing in nicely with 216, 126, 354, 199. And then overall, that particular signal over the past 4 weeks made 897 or 8.97%. So also very, very good. But again, the top 5 ends up just below the 1,000 for the last one. Now, if you would have traded those top 5 signals in here over the past 4 weeks, you would have made $6,718 or 13.44%. And that is pretty much average. It's not really extremely good, but definitely it's not that bad either. So we are definitely taking it. And going on to number 6, we can see the US 30 index here, a very old signal also with link 53C, was number 4 last week, has been pushed down a bit here because week 35 it made nothing. After that, in week 36, it made $294. And week 37, it came in with $551, so a very good week there. And then they had another slow week of only $19, but still looking at the 4 weeks, $865 were made, or 8.65%. So again, managed to stay in the top. Number 7 is the Aussie 200 index. So this is one of the newer ones that we put on. It is quite a few months old, but we just didn't put it on the Expert Forex coupling service until recent times here. It was number 8 last week, so 1 up. And again, another index here where it goes in and cashes in a 0 for week 35, 108 for 36, nothing for 37, and then it comes back again week 38 with $654. So again, when you are looking at the bigger picture, it made $763. Or 7.64%. So again, it comes back, but you have to be a bit more patient with these indexes. Number 8 is the New Zealand Swiss franc, link 143C, was number 12 last week, so a newcomer to the list in here. And even though it's not impressive numbers, $65, $110, $219, $43 in the past week, it managed to do $439, or 4.39%. So definitely some of the lower parts of this particular week here is slowing down a bit, where we are normally ending up around the $600-700 mark. We are already now down in 400 category. Number 9 here is the gold. So with link 141C, it was number 15 last week. Now it has been moving up after a couple of slow weeks of week 36 and 37, made $140 in the past week. And that also puts it on the top 10 chart, $426, or 4.26%. Also here, very, very low for the top 10, of course. The last but not least, we have the US CAT in number 10 position. A very old and very nice signal here for link 74C. It was number 9 last week, so moved 1 down the ladder. And again, it's not really cashing in big time, 135, nothing for week 36. Week 37, 188, and week 38, $100, 424 if you would have traded that particular signal in the past 4 weeks. And again, the profits are a bit low still, and if we have a look at the individual weeks also here for week 35, we can see that if you have traded those top 10 signals here, you would have made $1,879, or 1.88%. For week 36, you would have made $1,627, or 1.63%. And then for week 37, started to be a bit more impressive again with $3,205, or 3.21%. And then week 38, the last one here, $2,924, or 2.92%. But the important part is, again here, the total sum. If you would have managed to basically set yourself up for the past 4 weeks on these 10 signals, you would have made $9,637, or 9.64%. And that is definitely good enough for us once again. So there you have it. These are not big numbers as what we are used to. And if we have a quick look at what we have seen in the last couple of weeks, on the profit side, this week it was just 9,600, as I mentioned here. And then for the past couple of weeks, it was also 9,000 for week 36, 9,000. Week 35 was a bit better at 11, and 34 was actually all the way up to 12,000. We have seen it even higher. But the whole idea of this particular video series is to show that every single week, these EAs, this profit retriever, is actually making a lot of good money. It is stable. Nothing is actually crashing here either. So we have all the good signs of a real stable EA, and that's what it's all about. Now, don't forget that this is not investment advice. This is not trading advice. You and you alone are responsible for your own trading, but we are trying through these particular videos here to show you that this EA is the real deal. We have been trading this one for more than 500 days. And if you also go to our news reports that we are sending out every single week, or you have a look at our playlist when it comes to the profit retriever, We have many videos in there showing both the ups and downs over the past 1.5 years that we've been trading this particular EA. So I hope once again that this video was helpful for you in order to understand the profit retriever, what you can do here for yourself, or if you don't want to trade it yourself, then obviously you can go on the CopyLink service, choose either some of our signals or some of the other traders that are out there. Definitely the results is there, and we've proven it week by week in these particular videos. So I hope to see you on one of my next videos here too. So until then, bye bye.